The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Golden Eagles and the Steamers on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and the world-renowned city of Louisville, Kentucky. Tonight, it's the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wild Card weekend between the Mexico City Golden Eagles taking on the Steamers of Louisville. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs.
What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the wild card round. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6'4" QB from the University of Tennessee. It's Joshua Dobbs.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Eskridge, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Lance. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Lance. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Working from the gun, Lance. He'll swing this out wide to Gaskin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Lance looking to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. On the carry, this is Myles Gaskin. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Lance to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. Gaskin will try it up the middle. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. And Lance now to throw. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Lance on the keeper. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Trey Lance keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Steamers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Dobbs to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Traylon Burks. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Golden Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And Lance going to throw. This will be caught by Brown. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. 3rd and 4. Now Lance. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Another pass complete to Bellinger. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Lance. He'll drop this one underneath the gasket. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Dobbs is throwing. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And taken right at the 35. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Lance. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Lance. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lance. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. This 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Lance. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back to throw. Lance. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Lance. And it's caught. Touchdown. Montreal, Washington. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Muscles by at the 25. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Holding offense.
Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So
rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Dobbs. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Louisville offense back out now. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Up the middle, Gaskin. Gets around him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Lance. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. The offense on third down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's the option. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And now the rookie's free. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And able to get this out to the 25. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Throwing to start the drive. Lance escaping the pressure right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lance. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding Gaskin underneath. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Lance. To the sideline and incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And once again, it's Eskridge. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Out of the gun, Dobbs. He'll air one out deep for Mingo. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. He completes this one to Mingo. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw, Dobbs. They'll air one out deep for Mingo. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. It was Shaq Lawson there. He'll get credit for the tackle for loss. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, once again, thank you. What a 3 days it has been. Just one more half of football remains on this Monday night in Super Wildcard Weekend.
We'll get started out in the Sooner State of Oklahoma, where you see the final score there. Meanwhile, it's been as tight as we expected our game to be, all even at the half. Who will go on to the divisional round? We'll find out as we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Lance. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run here with Gaskin, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll run out of the gun with Gasket. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. De'Ami Brown, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steamers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's De'Ami Brown who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing here, Dobbs. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Johnson running right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Johnson on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Ruckert hauling it in on the out route. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. .39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steamers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Lance looks to throw again. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
He gets this one complete to Bowden.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Lance.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. On the handoff is Gasket.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. Gaskin again on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And Lance going to throw. This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not. And he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Lance on the keeper.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Maxwell Washington
With his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Steamers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go to Johnson again.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Now Dobbs.
His pass complete to Ruckert.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The 1st down carry here for Johnson.
He'll take this to the 46.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side. Here's Dobbs to throw.
He'll find Eskridge here complete.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Dobbs. Screen play, Johnson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Dobbs is throwing. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Dobbs. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
For the Louisville offense, back out now. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Gaskin. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:52 to play. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
It's caught by Ruckert.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here it is, 4th and inches. They run, it's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Dobbs. eluding the pressure right.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Dobbs. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. 25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively, so they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one, really supported them throughout the year, and boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game, and if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.